Splatoon 3, a game that's coming out in next year. No specific time frame. All we know is that it's coming next year. So I thought, what a better thing to do than go over a list of my top 10 wants, like the things I want for Splatoon 3. It's it's a list of 10 things. It's really not that much to do. It's self-explanatory, really. Um, so yeah. Uh, I've loved Splatoon ever since Splatoon 2 came out. It was the first Splatoon game I had. I never had a Wii U, so I couldn't play the original Splatoon. But yeah, so it's really important to me, and I'm hoping at least one of these things happens in Splatoon 3. At number one, I want apartments. It's pretty self-explanatory. You see them right here, like apartment buildings in the plaza. So I'm just hoping we get some form of apartments. Basically, you could just take them, you could decorate them, you could put posters on your wall, kind of like an Animal Crossing house. Just have a little place that you can see a little buddy. We don't know if he's gonna have a big significance in the game or not. So I was just thinking, if there's one place to see him, why not be in an apartment? Number two is like put a way to have the news be skippable. You'll see here, transitioning into my own gameplay, this is the news for Splatoon 2. You can spam your way through it, and it takes about like 30 seconds to spam through it, 30 seconds to a minute. So yeah, pretty long to just spam buttons, and there's this little in between the stages, so you can't like skip that. It's just there. So you know, the news takes quite a long time. I was thinking, what a better way than just to let the news get skipped, you know? Number three is more ranked battle modes. I love the 4 ranked modes we have right here. This is me playing Splat Zones. But I love the 4 ranked modes we have. Clan Blitz is the worst of the bunch, in my opinion. But all the game modes are still good. They each have like a unique thing to them. Splat Zones is kind of just turf war. Tower control is, you know, you take the tower and you ride it. Then there's like, you know, Rainmaker, which is basically like the whole objective, like payload type thing. This is more like a capture point. Tower control is more like a payload type thing, and then Rainmakers just take it to the other side of the map. And then Clan Blitz is Clan Blitz. It's complicated. What I want is, in the files of Splatoon 2, people were able to get an 8-ball mode that they couldn't play, but it was like a fish egg, like a salmonid egg, as this 8-ball, and you pushed it around with your ink. If I can find a video, I'll put it in the background for a minute, just showing the basics. But yeah, I just want something like that, or like even a team deathmatch, you know? Just to get both your teams, make it so you're, you know, pew pew pew, shooting at each other. And if you die, you're dead. That's it. I think it would be really easy to win because Splatoon, but it could add it could bring in some like really good strategizing, like maybe like sitting around. Don't really like, I'd say don't camp. Like make it a way so you can't just sit in ink forever. Like maybe you can sit in ink for like 10 seconds and then you have to pop out. It's like a cooldown or something. Maybe they could, you know, do something where you just, like, you can go into squid form and swim around, but if you're not moving while in squid form, you stick out and stuff. Like, they have, like, a little glowy thing, like, with a charger, around you, but when you're moving, it looks normal, so there's not a way to be hidden. Like, obviously, if you have a ninja squid, you can be hidden and stuff while you're moving, but it could make for an interesting game mode, I think, a team deathmatch, as long as they did it right. There could also be, like, I know a lot of people have been thinking they want a Battle Royale mode, so that could also be cool, but that could be its own thing. Because I think putting a Battle Royale in a ranked mode would be kinda weird. But speaking of, like, Battle Royales and stuff that wouldn't work as much in competitive and ranked, we could talk about more casual modes, which is number 4 on my list. I want more casual modes, maybe like, you know, hide and seek. Like, a lot of people do hide and seek, maybe they could make that an official mode, where there's like 1 or 2 hunters and the rest of the lobby, like the last 6 people can be hiding. Just, you know, make for a good hide and seek mode. A lot of people enjoy doing it in custom games, so why not make it real? Another, like, casual mode could be, like, a 4-person King of the Hill. So, like, imagine Splat Zones, but 4 people going to the one zone. They could have, like, 4 different zones, like on, you know, Moray Towers, how you have the 2 zones. They could do something like that, but make it into 4 instead of just 2. So each person has their own zone, and whoever can get their counter down to 100 first wins. I mean, down from 100, not to 100. Whoever does that first wins, you know? I think that would be pretty fun. And maybe do something creative and stuff, like make a mode where everyone gets a random weapon. Maybe, this isn't on the list, but it just came to my head, maybe they could have a random option in the weapons list, where you get to select your weapon. You could just click random, so you get a random weapon every time you play. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for more casual modes, like hide and seek, random weapons, like 4-person free-for-all battle royale. And not battle royale, but you know what I mean, 4-person splat zones, where it's just 4 people. Or do like 8 people with teams of 2. That could also work. Another idea, like number 5, going to number 5, an ability to join up with your friends in like a party, you know? Like not joining into a lobby, like custom modes, or joining into a lobby like God, I can't, it's escaping my mind. Like league battles, not like you join your little room and then you can go into a league battle. No, I'm talking about a an exclusive mode for you and your friends. Maybe not, like, no, yes, for all modes. An exclusive thing. All your friends. Get them together, invite all your friends you want. You can play ranked, you can play league, you can play turf war, you can play any of the modes you want with a party of 4 people. Because, let me tell you, getting your friends together to play a game of turf war, it's really tedious. It's just so tedious to do. You need to get your stuff so that one person joins the game, one person has to, like, you have to join the game, you have to sit there, you can't invite your friends, they have to join you. Which is another thing that I want, not on the list, but another thing, just be able to invite friends. It's not that hard, Nintendo. But yeah, just getting an online game that isn't a custom game, like Private Battle, it's just so hard to do. There's so many steps to it. I've never gotten, like, more than, like, 2 other friends in a game with me, because it's like the matches just fill up and no one leaves fast enough. Number 6, we could give, like, a better variety of you know, the ability main power-up, we could have a bigger variety for that. Um, if you don't know what main power-up is, it's basically an ability that can do a multitude of things. It can increase your damage, it can increase ink coverage, it can, I'm trying to figure out, I don't remember what else it does. I think there's like a faster fire rate for something for main damage up. I mean, not main damage, main power. But what I'm thinking is like a bigger variety of that. Don't make it just like fling like ink coverage and faster shooting and stuff. Maybe give each class of weapons a different, you know, approach. So rollers, they can, like when you do a horizontal fling with a roller, you get more ink coverage. But we could take that and we could also make it so rollers go a little bit faster, about as fast as brushes go. For brushes, I don't really know what we could do for that one. It's kind of confusing with all of this stuff. But yeah, we could do that. We could do it so like dualies can have like faster rolling instead of, you know, more damage, while splatter shots and shooters only have more damage, but some of them can have like higher ink coverage range and stuff like that. That would be really cool. There's another thing that's like, just give each weapon its own type of, you know, main power-up ability, and by that I mean like every variety of weapon in the game, like be it a splatter shot or a Kensa splatter shot, give each of them different abilities. But I think that would just be too hard on the developers, and I have no idea how to do that or how that would be done. I just can't even think of different abilities for everything. So I'm just gonna say unique abilities for each class, because that would just be better, in my opinion. I think we're on number 8 now. So, number 8, on the same topic of weapons, 2 different sub-weapons. We could have, like, a bomb and, like, a utility, like an item. We could have, say, the Splat Bomb for one sub-weapon, and, say, for the other one, we can have, like, an echolocator or a splash wall, I think is what it's called. You could have those. You got just more options for your weapons. I really doubt this one's gonna happen, but you never know. Just imagine like using an echolocator to find an enemy and then throw a bomb at them. That would be pretty cool. It could be like make for a lot of unique weapon combinations, more unique than we already have now, with the different kits and stuff. Where, you know, this Splush-O-Matic has like what, splashdown and curling bomb, while another one has, I think another one has splat bombs and the ink brush, not the ink brush, the ink stamp. I think that it would just be better for, you know, more fleshed out weapons, like more variety of stuff. I think it would just be really fun to have a lot of different fleshed out weapons. Final 2, number 9 and 10. I mean 8 and 9. I have number 10 too, so that's kind of weird that I said last 2. Anyway, let's not talk about that. What I think would be good is if we had a better, like a hero mode that's more fleshed out, like Octo Expansion, because the hero mode is kind of just to go beat DJ Octavio, and that's kind of it. For the second game, that was kind of it for the first game. For the second game, there was at least the whole thing of, well, Callie's missing too, so we gotta go get Callie from DJ Octavio. But the Octo expansion had a lot of, like, unique story elements to it. It had the thing with Tartar, it had, you know, DJ Cuttlefish, I mean, Captain Cuttlefish. You have Pearl and Marina, you have all this stuff of, like, getting to the Promised Land, you have to fight Agent 3 at the very end. So I just think it would be cool if we have a hero mode that's more fleshed out like that. with a lot of different characters that you have to interact with and stuff. So that's kind of just what I want. Maybe make Mr. Grizz the villain this time. That's what me and a lot of other people in the Splatoon community have been thinking, because of how we're friends with the Salmonoids now, or the Salmonids, however it's pronounced. We're friends with them, apparently. Like, looking at Little Buddy, it's kind of implied that we're friends with the Salmons. So I don't think it would be too far-fetched if Mr. Grizz was the villain this time and we had to fight him because he's trying to exterminate the salmons. But on the same page as salmons, I think we get a new, mode like Salmon Run. I really want one because, while I don't play it that much, when I do play Salmon Run, it's really fun. It's one of my favorite modes in the game. So I think a new Horde mode would be cool, but I don't think we're gonna have Salmon Run because, like I said, Little Buddy, which implies we're friends with the salmons, which probably means that Nintendo doesn't want us fighting them. So Salmon Run could just be locked to Splatoon 2, but if they do put it in Splatoon 3, that would be cool. I just think that a new mode is more likely, so that's what I'm putting my guess on for what I want. Just maybe make it like how Project Splatoon 3 had Mako missions. Just like make it a different species we have to fight and stuff instead of the Salmonids, because a lot of people really loved Salmon Run, including me. So I'd just like to see a mode like it come back in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be Salmon Run. It can be something new. Just, make it happen, please, Nintendo. Please, I'm begging you. Number 10. I want dualies to stay in the game. It's kind of a weak, conclusion to this, but I really just want dualies to stay in the game. They're my main. I've heard people talking since they're not in the trailer, they could be out of the game, and same with the Brella. But I just don't want that. That's plain and simple. I don't want that. Because it's my main, and that's it. I doubt they'd take dualies out of the game. They've been, like, a lot of people like the dualies. They're a fan favorite and everything. I just doubt that they're gonna remove them, so I'd bet money on it. Not to you guys, maybe, because I don't know any of you who are watching this video. Well, no, I do know people who are watching this video. Ignore me talking about that. But I'm not betting money on it, but I would. And that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, people have just been saying they're not in the trailer, and maybe they locked it to 2 because the bow has 3 things and the dualies were 2, so maybe dualies are exclusive to Splatoon 2. No. I doubt it. I doubt that's it. Am I in denial because I want them and I don't know if they're coming back? Yes, I am. And I'm not afraid to say it. I just want my dualies back. I love all the dualies. Well, maybe not all of them, but I still love my dualies. And if they're out of the game, I'm gonna be heartbroken, so that's it. Plain and simple. We need the dualies. That's all. That's just all I'm saying. We still need the dualies in the game. That's what I want, and that's what we're gonna get, because I can't live without my dualies, man. This has gone on for long enough about me just ranting about dualies. Jesus Christ. Yeah, just dualies stay in the game. That's it. That's number 10. So, yeah. Thank you for watching the video, if you made it this far. All the way through my list of 10 things. And if you could withstand my rant about the dualies, thank you. Really, thank you about that. Yeah, that's all I gotta say, really, for the list. It was fun to come up with this. It's fun to do something new, instead of just video games and memes. So, yeah, if you want more content like this, like more list-type things, then let me know. There's probably going to be a lot more Splatoon content on this channel. Maybe not like, what the big Splatubers do, like, Veen and Gab and Octoboy and all stuff like that. Maybe not stuff like that because I don't have friends, but, yeah, just probably more Splatoon content of just me playing Salmon Run or ranked modes and getting to the top and stuff, just like set different goals. Probably gonna do more stuff like this on the channel because I enjoy Splatoon and it's one of my favorite games, so I want to play it more. But yeah, thank you for watching. Again, if you made this far, please, like the video and subscribe if you aren't already. I don't have a graph, but I doubt a lot of my viewers are subscribed. So please, just tap the little red button, and if you have the time, also, hit the little bell icon. Hit that little thing. Get notified when I put out more videos, eh? That's pretty cool if I do say so myself. So yeah, also, catch my streams on Twitch. I try to do it every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, but, you know, every other week it doesn't work out. So yeah, I'll be streaming this Wednesday, though, when this is going out. So, please, come watch that. I don't know what I'm going to be streaming. There's a really long outro card. I'm sorry about that. Basically, thanks for watching, and stuff like that. I'm not going to repeat myself again. It was fun. Tell me if you want more content like this. I don't have a good outro.